Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the Greenlight Weekend Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Brian Nystrom, and before we get into the episode, let's go ahead and talk about our sponsor, Dead Room Comedy. This is the last day of the year, and I'm happy to announce that Dead Room Comedy will be sponsoring this podcast for another year. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, I got a new hype button. It fucking works. I fucking love it. I'm going to abuse it, until it breaks, and I have to get another one. Oh, well. Our sponsor is Dead Room Comedy. They are a comedy group and production company based in Denver, Colorado. They are fucking killing it. They're doing live shows. They're doing a podcast on Spotify called Dessert with Dead Room Comedy. It is exclusive to Spotify, so if you want to check that out, go there. They have a YouTube channel that they just completed their 52 sketches in a year. They made, a New Year's resolution to do a sketch a week, and they released it every Monday for 52 weeks. They're all on the YouTube channel. They just released their last one. The last four are all connected. Jeff dies. There's a clone. It's a whole thing. I've actually really enjoyed these sketches they've been putting out. Said it a bunch of times. It's one of the few things on Instagram. I stop my podcast or music and I actually listen to the audio, whether I'm at the gym, whether I'm doing anything, in between sets, while you're on the fucking treadmill. It's great entertainment. They're short videos, easily digestible, and always very funny. All right, I'm going to stop sucking their dick. Go to deadroomcomedy.com. Find them on any social media platform at Dead Room Comedy or their YouTube channel, Dead Room Comedy. The link is in the description below to their link tree, and you can find any and all of their things there, including their new live shows coming up. They're doing a New Year's Eve show tonight. If you're in Denver, go check it out. I don't have information, but the link is in the description. Fucking figure it out, folks. Okie dokie. I guess before we get into it, I got a few announcements to make. January 4th, Tuesday, January 4th, we are doing the very first... the return of the 11th Street open mic. Finally, we got another mic in Durango. Thank you, Jill Carlson and Comic Uprising, for making that happen. Thank you, 11th Street. I cannot wait. I think I'm hosting it. I don't know. I believe it's at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Tuesday, January 4th. It will be a weekly mic. But not only are we going to have a weekly mic at 11th Street, we are going to have a monthly showcase, and your boy's a part of the first one. That will be January 21st at 11th Street Station. We also got a lot of other funny comics, including Anthony Jenkins, Bianca Marie, Drake Belt, and your headliner, motherfucking Tony Brune. You know I love Tony. He's blind as shit. He knows I love him. It doesn't matter. And on the 22nd, we're doing the same goddamn thing at Dolores River Brewery. All those comics I just listed. We got our fantastic Jill Carlson as host. It's going to be fun. $15 pre-sales or $20 tickets at the door. Tickets available at comicuprising.eventbrite.com. I should probably put that in the description. Okie dokie. January 31st, Jadrien is doing a 30-minute set at the Starlight. That is a Monday, the last Monday of every month. Speaking of 30-minute sets, I had a pretty good 30-minute set. I got to be honest, the crowd was doing the open micers pretty dirty, not very responsive. It was a pretty full room, very good. Took me about 7 minutes to win them over, but when I got them, I had them, and I did 27 minutes. I'm going to be honest. I think I was rushing through jokes of the first 7 minutes because they weren't laughing. Added too much time for applause, and they did not give a shit. All right, let's get into this week's episode. This week's episode is with our new co-host. He seems dedicated, folks. He seems like he's going to stick around, and that man is Jadrien Long. We had a fun time. We talked comedy, how to structure a long set. We talked all kinds of crazy shit. It was fun. You can see Jadrien at all the open mics in town, and on January 31st, he's doing 30 minutes at the Starlight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Ethan Esparza and the Choppa people for the intro, outro music. If you want more music, those links are in the description. I do it all, folks. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, episode 166 with my boy, Jadrien Long. we're here. I ordered a new hype button.
You ordered a new hype button.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
For $9, it made sense too.
Oh, it's worth it. Yeah.
Super worth it. It's a great way to start an episode, end an episode, put an exclamation point on a joke.
Did you get the boo button as well?
I didn't. I couldn't find one. There's a variety of buttons. There's like a cash one, cha-ching. But yeah, I'm a little broke.
So is this are you gonna order all the buttons? Just turn this into morning radio?
I don't think so. That went through my mind.
Boing.
I was like, man, how hacky do we really want to be? Will it help viewers and listeners?
I don't know, man.
I feel like that day's gone.
You're gonna have to throw them in on post production.
Fuck all that, dude. Yeah, Sean Lubin asked me to like beep a couple things, and I was like, dude, it took me 2 hours to do this.
That's
and
not happening.
It's done. Yeah.
It is uncut, baby.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
And he showed up.
You'll be fine. Nobody will find out about tuna shoes.
That's fine. No names were said. His concern was more the names that were said.
Oh.
And one of them, I was like, what the fuck is he gonna do? Like,
He didn't give any full names. Like
he did.
Did he?
Yep. He did. I gave a full name, and then he was telling this whole story, and you asked, what's his real name? That he said it.
Oh,
and he was like, dude, if you could just bleep those names. I was like,
no, that ain't happening.
sorry, bro. I don't even know what to tell you. But on the music guy, you were like, said his name, and you were like, go check him out. Because he was like, he's a genius musician.
Yeah, he thought he was a genius musician.
And apparently in his Facebook, he says, I went crazy here, so.
Yeah. No,
Fuck him.
I want to actually look him up. I think we're gonna track down Bot just for the podcast, just to ask him about that story.
I would love to. Yeah. We'll do a Zoom. I don't give a shit. I like crazy shit.
Yeah, dude.
I have gotten a decent amount of feedback on the episode. Yeah, the biggest feedback I got is nobody believes Sean Lubin's hasn't fucked for 5 years.
Yeah, because he's a good-looking dude.
Yeah, my buddy texts me and he's like, I researched this guy because it's such a crazy idea that you haven't fucked in 5 years. And he's like, he's gorgeous. He's a fucking liar. I don't buy it. Like,
no, I don't know, man. There's some people who look good but have like zero game, none at all.
You don't need game. I think maybe he's just not that sexual of a person, which is fine.
Maybe not.
Because maybe
he just doesn't like to fuck.
He wasn't into talking about it.
Yeah.
And we talked about it for a good 40 minutes, and he never said, this is the last time I had sex.
He never told that story.
I know. He was like, here's 2 stories where I lost girls.
That's how my sexual experiences usually go.
Like, Jesus Christ, bro. You're handsome. Said his dad looks like an old George Clooney. I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the pictures of Sean with long hair? He used to have long hair.
No.
Gorgeous.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Google it. Fucking
That's a good-looking dude.
Gorgeous. Yeah. If we can ever make any money on this fucking thing, I would love to have a screen where we Google shit and can just have it up.
Yeah.
But we don't.
That'd be dope.
So we make enough to pay for about 4 months of what I pay to get this online.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Go Dead Room Comedy.
That's all you need. Dead Room Comedy, Heathen Subs. Thanks for sponsoring.
Yeah, for sure. I would take free soap as a sponsorship.
I take free soap. That's why I keep saying their name.
Right.
Hopefully one day they'll give me some free soap.
How about all the dudes in my family got charcoal soap for Christmas except me?
Yeah?
Yeah, it felt a little bummery.
Why did you want some? Did you feel left out? Did you want some charcoal soap?
As far as useful gifts, that's up there.
Yeah, that's like a practical gift.
Extremely practical and nice. I love charcoal soap. I use charcoal soap, but I had to pay for it. You know what I mean? I want free charcoal soap. Heathen Soaps. Shout out to you.
Heathen Soaps.
We got that in the first 5. The chance of them hearing it, not bad.
Yeah, they might actually hear it this time.
Yeah, every other time we've said it, they're like, "Fuck this guy."
If you guys go to Heathen Soaps, let them know that we've been talking about it.
A lot. Yeah.
What else did you get for what did you get for Christmas?
I had a pretty dope ass Christmas, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
I got some like adult shit. My mom sent me a chainsaw. Remember the giant box that was back there?
Yeah, dude.
I got a fucking chainsaw,
Hell
bro.
Yeah.
Which is super useful because I always
That's
borrow
also
my
like the
dad's.
manliest gift you can get is like power tools.
Yeah. On the other side, my dad got me a shotgun.
Fuck yeah, the second man.
It was a fucking American Christmas. Yeah. It was an American Christmas.
You had a Christmas like you grew up in Farmington.
Yeah. And, it's one of those times where I was proud that I grew up in Farmington. Got a chainsaw and shotguns. On Christmas Day, we went out. We got a giant flatbed trailer and put clay shooters on it. And there's at least 12 shotguns in rotation. How nobody got shot is beyond me because it was chaos.
A couple of cups of whiskey in.
Boom, 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 boom. Fucking crazy. And then this guy that owned the land we were shooting on came up. We got his permission, obviously. And then he came up and he had this battery-operated clay thrower that you just hook up to a truck.
Fuck it. And it just like slings him out.
Fast, dude. It was like bam, bam, bam. So like for a good 45 minutes, I bet we ran through fucking 20 boxes of shells. Easy.
Hell yeah, dude.
My gun holds 5 and I was blasting 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Just semi-auto, just fucking down. My dad has a assault shotgun that holds 15 shells, and that's just like the most American shit you can do.
Oh shit! Is it like a short one? Is it like?
It's relatively short, but it's got the same length barrel. The clip's going behind the barrel, so like the design is a little different, but it is relatively short compared to like, as long as this table is like a regular shotgun. Maybe a little shorter, but not much. But yeah, we had fun. How was your Christmas, buddy?
It was great. Spent some time with my daughter. My daughter's getting to be like a super funny kid, man.
Yeah.
How old? She's 4.
Perfect.
You can tell she's kind of performing for attention,
as we all did.
Yeah,
we're the funny ones.
But yeah, she's getting to be one of the funny ones. So my plan is coming to fruition to turn that kid into a stand-up comedian.
Hey man, if you can start her off early, just rack up that experience before it like matters, before you start worrying about bills and shit. Because that's like, I get why people quit comedy.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't make any money doing this, and when you do, it's like $30, but you have to drive 2 hours to make $30. It's like you make more at fucking McDonald's.
Yeah. Like I woke up this morning, I thought of your set tonight. The 30 you're doing at the Starlight. You did great, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
You did fantastic.
The Dirty 30, I'm now referring to it as.
Dude. And I thought of that, and I was just like, and I'm gonna show up to the open mic, and then I have my 30 next month. But what does it actually equal to? And I'm trying to like get out of, like, try my best to like stay out of that headspace where it's just like, no, dude, like. 30 minutes is a lot. That's like a huge milestone. I guess it's just it's different because I remember my first 30.
This is my first 30.
This is your first 30.
Yeah, I turned a 30 down because I quit my job. I was going to Atlanta, and I was like, I don't have time to focus on this. You know what I mean? The time it requires. And then this 30, I got 2 weeks notice for. And Christmas, and the fact that who knows what the crowd's going to look like. It could be great. It could be comics. And if it's just comics, it might break my heart. But, I'll do it, I guess.
Well, yeah, that's one of the fun things about just comedy in general, right? Is sometimes things in life are happening. It feels like a real pressure cooker.
Mm-hmm. No,
and like,
sure.
and like we have to like find our pressure wherever we can, because we don't live in the bigger cities with more mics and like more people.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to find that trial by fire path in other places in our lives.
Yeah. Yeah, I am a firm believer that you can improve as a comic even in our town where we don't get the sets. If you're just putting attention on it every day, 20 minutes a day, you will improve. Rodney Dangerfield stopped doing comedy for 15 years, but he never stopped writing, and he came back with a fucking vengeance.
Mm-hmm. I do at least one joke a day.
Nice.
It doesn't matter how shitty it is. I do at least one joke a day. I try my best to actually sit down and like write for a little while. Yeah. But that doesn't work out so well. So I always stick to the one joke a day, take those premises to the stage, and see what happens. Yeah. How do you write your bits like word for word?
If it's flowing, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's coming, then I have to capture it. I'm like, if Because a lot of times you think of a funny idea, and I just put down that phrase or whatever, and then I go on stage, see what happens. A lot of times, nothing. A lot of times people look at me like I'm an asshole because I haven't put in the work. I haven't developed it, and life happens. Like,
Yeah.
It may be kind of hard to find pressure in comedy around here, but I try to put a lot of pressure on myself just in everyday life, and I have high expectations of what I accomplish in a day. Today, I'm setting aside just for comedy. I went to the gym this morning. I've been fucking with my notebook. I got all my bits that I think.
Yeah, dude, I walked in and it was weird to just have it be like dead side. I felt like I walked in on like something. I'm just like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
I've been thinking, man.
That's good. That's awesome, man.
I've noticed if I can, and I love stimulation, like podcasts, listening to podcasts. It just keeps me rolling throughout my day. But if I can like get an hour of silence, my set's better. 100%. If I go into the shower and don't turn on a podcast on the speaker,
or music, just like light music in the background, but like not like something you're gonna actively be paying attention to.
Right, classical music and music in different languages has been super good for me. Like, because I don't know what they're saying in the other languages, and classical music, it's cool, but it gets a little boring.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I brought this up last week, or I was at least talking to you about it. Binaural beats and like frequency musics.
Yeah.
I believe it's 735 is meant to like increase creative brain activity, and I've gotten some pretty good writing. Some of my best sets have come from like just listening to that. It's so weird to like get people into, because if you play it for them, it's not like playing someone an artist or like a song specifically. It's just white noise in the background that you can't tell the difference between any of the different frequencies. Right. But like the things that you actively do while you're listening to them change. You have a different flow to them.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to fuck with that. Oh, I didn't clean out the ashtray. Look at it. That was last week's ashtray.
How many is that? Is that 9?
Looks like Action Bronson was here. Yeah, we smoked a lot of joints. It was a fun episode. It was actually fun to go back through and look for clips and stuff. I know they're long, but I felt like they needed context. Like, if you just hear about him hallucinating without him saying, "So I was just dabbling in meth," like it's hard to like get what's happening. You know what I mean?
That's true. So he ended up coming over to hang out over at our place, the
game night,
the new comic house, for game night. And he walked in, and like we've built kind of like a close group. You know, Bradley and Shelby and Jesse, Jason, Emma.
Yeah.
So we hang out the most, and it's become a really close, like, supportive group. And we brought Sean into it, and I was just watching him because like I still can't pin him down.
Who can? He's a wild man who, as far as I know, is running from some sort of law enforcement. Like, moved into a basement in the middle of nowhere. Like,
but I think he was a little uncomfortable with how close everybody was. He's just like, wait, y'all actually like each other,
right?
y'all actually want each other to do good. This is weird. Like, you can kind of feel it off.
Well, because he came from LA. It's fucking cutthroat, man.
And it's so crazy, man. And it's just like, well, he'll learn that people here are a little different.
Well, it's just like we need each other. We need each other for mics to exist. We need each other for shows to exist. In LA, there's such a high number that you stop caring.
That's true. You don't actually need to build it.
Like, you might have a couple homies.
A tight-knit community, yeah.
But, yeah, we need each other. We need, when one of us is sad and having a bad day, we know that going to a mic is going to make it better.
No.
You're not just sitting in a corner alone. You're not there solely for the comedy. Like, I've gone to mics. Like, a couple weeks ago, I went to a mic, and I did not fucking want to be there. I didn't want any sort of responsibility whatsoever. And then Callie walked in and sat down, and by the time I went on stage, I was fucking fired up, man, just talking to that crazy bitch. I love her.
Yeah, dude.
And I could say the same for everybody. Like, it's such a beautiful, supportive group. And I think that, like when Drew went to Denver to do mics and all that jazz, you notice that it's not that way. Like even in Atlanta, there's a few people that Dave was like dapped up, and there was one dude that you could tell he had a pretty good relationship. But other than that, it was mostly us. And every conversation was about, how was that last mic? How was this? How was that? There was no like, how
many
you doing?
people are over at this place?
Right.
Yeah.
There was no like, what's up with you? Like,
Yeah.
check in with
It
Jadrien.
was pure business.
Exactly. And that's how it feels.
Yeah.
Whereas we really do love each other, man.
Yeah.
Even if we didn't start that way.
Yeah, no, it's really amazing. It shocks me. Like I didn't even think I could experience this, like this amount of like actually caring for people that I saw on a daily basis. Because generally, I don't give a fuck about people. I don't give a fuck
about you.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about anybody. There is this community and my daughter.
Right.
That is it. Those are the only people that I give a fuck about. And it's been a wild ride to see that like change over the years. And you know, we kind of saw it happen at the same time because we started like 2 months apart from each other.
Yeah, if that. Yeah, it's weird. I hope we see Sean, not sitting by himself tonight. I'm interested to see. You know what I mean? Like, because he shows up, he gets his corner, just like probably the normal LA comic thing. And he was an outsider. I love that he wasn't pushy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he jumps on opportunities. When I was like, you want to come on the podcast? He was like, oh, fuck yeah. Like, he'd been waiting his whole life to be asked that.
Yeah, dude.
And clearly, he'd been prepared.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm interested to see if he, like, jumps in the fold or...
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna grab him.
Yeah. I'm also interested to see if he starts writing new shit or starts experimenting with some of the stuff we haven't seen.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm actually gonna have him open for me.
Cool. Next month?
Next month, yeah.
Last Monday of January.
Last Monday of January 31st, I will be doing 30 minutes at the Starlight Lounge. Sponsored by Heathen Soaps.
You know it. I'm gonna put it on the poster till they file a cease and desist. Then we're gonna talk about it out here, and it hopefully goes
straight
viral.
up. Yeah. No, I'm gonna put it on the poster. Even if it's after Emma puts it up, I'm just gonna edit just sponsored by Heathen Soaps.
I did see a poster for ours, and now I can't find it anywhere.
Oh yeah.
It disappeared.
Yeah,
Whatever. Yeah, fuck marketing, Brian. It's okay.
Yeah. No, it's a lot. It's a lot to keep track of.
I believe you.
Yeah, you feel like you've done enough, but then it's always after the fact, same as after a set, that you get out after the event, and you're like, oh fuck, I could have done this. I could have made an event post. I could have put different information on the poster, or I could have sent it to Reddit or some shit.
Yeah, it would be fine if she didn't promise me there would be a poster by Wednesday at the latest. And then I saw something. And then this morning I was like, oh, I should probably promote that. And it's gone. There's nowhere to find it.
Did you share it initially?
No, because it was like I was at Kelly's uncle's house.
You gotta press that share button.
I know.
You gotta do it immediately.
Well,
otherwise you'll lose it.
And there's always this thing in my mind where I'm like, who's gonna remember? Christmas is coming up. Like, who's gonna remember if I share it now? I'll share it, when people are actually thinking about what they're doing that night.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sucks to suck. How about, I'm not totally convinced. I think people just don't care, or they're sick of seeing us post about comedy. Because I changed my profile picture. 80 likes. Brah.
Everything else?
I put up something about comedy, a podcast that's like 1. Yeah, like dude. Jesse Dahmer. Or, you know what I mean? Like
Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse.
Jesse's the boy.
I know, bro. It kind of breaks my heart that nobody really gives a shit about the thing I care the most about. I didn't care about the profile picture. I just happened to be on my computer and saw it. And I was like, it's been a while. And everybody's like, oh my God, Merry Christmas. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's hard to not think about it in this weird like kind of industry we have to start to navigate now. I'm just like, I actually care about this. If you guys could share it, like,
I know. I've started putting that in the podcast post just in case somebody reads it and they're like, "Well, this takes zero effort." Bam.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if you don't go to the show, listen to the podcast. Just share it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Comment if I can like it. Anything really to help it get out there. Support local artists
Yeah, that'd be great.
at Heathen Soaps.
Yeah, you see a girl post about her new pottery and it fucking blows up. But the thing I put my heart and soul
2.3
in,
thousand likes.
all the
and it's just like,
goddamn
what the fuck?
secrets I've ever had in this world, I'm telling on that stage. Or this podcast.
Putting my heart out there, going out there with my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah, I kind of forget at how open. I didn't say that right. I kind of forget how open I am on this podcast because, like, whenever somebody starts listening, they're like, Jesus, dude. Like, I would never say that. Like, Carlos was like, well, I learned a lot about you and Jadrien. Like, shit you would never know. I was going back through Instagram things and I saw the clip where Max was like, yeah, I've shit my pants like once a month this year. Nobody says that.
Who tells people that?
Comedians.
No, I actually use this podcast as a way to like shortcut like building a relationship with somebody.
Me too.
Because I actually don't talk to people.
Yeah.
Like I love standing around in a group with my friends and listening to them talk while I just stand there and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
If I'm on stage or if we're in a setting like this, I'll talk.
Chatty Cathy.
Yeah, it'll be fun, but when I meet new people, it's hard because I'm not putting on the stage face. I just want to chill.
Right.
And I've been telling people like, hey, listen to all of my episodes on this podcast. You'll get a pretty good image of the kind of wild card that I am. Like we've run the gambit on this podcast.
Yeah, you've been on probably 15, 20 times.
11. No.
11?
Actually counted the other day.
You're getting there. Yeah, I've done 190 something of these. My secrets are out there.
So do you have like go-tos? Like
of things I say?
No, if using this podcast as a shortcut, it like, do you use it in the same way I do, where like you're just like, listen to these episodes specifically?
It depends on who I'm talking to.
Okay.
But when I think of telling somebody about an episode to listen to, I just want them to listen again. So my go-to lately has been the one with you and David Oakley, because we had a great fucking time.
God.
We were
that
laughing
one was
the
so
whole
much fun, man.
Right. It's a good introduction to like, this is the potential that we have. Like, we don't always hit that mark, but that's how fun it could be to listen to. Because even Carlos is like, that was awesome. Like, you know, and I don't know, man. It's a weird thing. I have a hard time marketing. I have a hard time telling people about it. And there's also that thing where people are like, oh, you have a podcast? It's like, yeah, but I've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I did it before I started comedy. It wasn't like, this is going to blow me up in comedy. I was like, I want to do
you started this before comedy?
a year before.
Holy shit.
And then I had David Oakley on the podcast, and he told me about the mics. I started going, went to 3, got on stage, and fucking here we are.
Holy fuck, man.
Yeah.
I think I've only listened to really episodes like past where I was on first.
Right.
And like the episodes in between. So I had no idea that you'd been doing this for like that long.
Yeah. There's like 33 quarantine episodes because we hit episode 99 and I didn't want to do 100 without Phil, and he had his kid right there. So I was like, fuck it, quarantine episode number 1. I just started I did 33 weeks before Phil could come on. And then he did. And that was episode 100, and here we are. I don't know. I think Drew was there. I don't know.
No.
Drew's dead now, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, he's coming back from the grave.
Yeah.
He I can't believe he bombed right before your set. It's fucked up, dude.
If he murders an I bomb, it's gonna bum me the fuck out. Because historically, anytime me and Drew have gone back to back,
Yeah.
we've never both done good. One of us eats shit every time. And then Emma was like, I'm gonna try to get Drew on, and I was like, Drew quit comedy. But I guess not.
I don't know. I'm excited to see him there tonight, so I can.
No matter how he does, that's my first 5. Like,
is how Drew quit comedy and then he came back and was just like, I'll have a 15.
yeah. I mean, he's got the jokes, like you said.
Yeah, he's a hilarious dude.
There's a gang of jokes that I was like, well, this just isn't gonna fit. Like, I might have an hour. You know what I mean? I'm not
Mm.
saying it's good. There's a
No.
lot of jokes I stopped doing for a reason. But even new Netflix specials, I look at new Netflix specials and they're still doing their right after the pandemic shit. And I get that it's kind of relative now with the Omicron coming out, but even I was like,
It's enough.
get over it.
I heard. So
Jim Gaffigan's new special.
Yes.
Not funny.
Jim Gaffigan's new special. The first like 20 minutes, I'm like, I heard every single one of these jokes done better
Yeah.
at the open mics during
Because they were
quarantine.
worked on
Yeah.
and changed every week.
Yeah,
And there
dude.
were poor people that were actually affected by it.
No.
Like, sure, the pandemic sucks if you're rich, but it's not like, can I pay my bills?
Yeah, dude. You're set. You're fine.
Yeah, stay at home with your 7 kids. Like, he has 6 Netflix specials, and I don't think he's that funny. It's just crazy to me that how much money he generates.
I think the 4 all the way up to King Baby, I think.
Pretty strong.
Pretty strong, and then the rest of them are kind of But you know, he's getting older. He's getting to the point where he's hitting a different demographic.
Yeah, old
And,
people that don't
yeah.
want to hear curse words, and yeah, I get it. You
Don't
can
listen.
take your
Don't listen to comedy every night.
yeah, you can take your kid, and I am fucking jaded. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Like, I watched Mo Ammer's newest special last night.
Yeah.
It's good. It's not. I think I laughed like twice, maybe in over an hour, which is
It would have been better to see these specials when
In
they got
person.
recorded
exactly
at the time of
right.
them being
It's
recorded,
like
because
3 to 5 months.
everything just changed so quickly back to like quote unquote normal that now it's kind of hard to relate to when we were in the thick of it. It's like a repressed memory.
Exactly. And I have good quarantine jokes that I was going through all my notebooks, fucking trying to mine jokes, bring back some oldies or whatever, you know, to maybe they fit somewhere that they didn't before. You know, maybe it was a singular idea, now it would fit into a 5 well or whatever. And a lot of them I was just like, like, and I'm sick of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm sick of all my goddamn jokes. Except the brand new ones I've come up with that people
Straight
don't
up,
even
man.
like yet.
Yeah.
Like, that I've gotten 2 laughs on, and I'm like, oh, I'm never getting rid of this now.
Those 2-line premises in your phone or your notebook that you're just like, oh, I can't wait for that one.
Yeah,
That one's
I'm
gonna be good.
I'm telling the homeless people getting eaten by wolves. I don't care.
I fucking love that joke.
I know.
I love that
It's my
joke.
favorite joke I've written in a year. And the first time I told it, bombed, and then the second time I told it was at the VFW, and I was just on a different level that night. I don't know. I felt like
To the 5 of us that were there. Yeah, dude, you brought the fire.
I don't
for
know
the
where it
5
came
of us
from.
there.
I wish I could harness that. I'm going to do cardio.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, I went to the gym this morning and lifted, and I'm going to do cardio at like 5 just to try to recreate that energy, because I can't explain what happened, but it was good.
Yeah, that was incredible. I mean, you also did really good in Dolores, but
It wasn't as good.
You're right. At the VFW, you were like the embodiment of comedy.
It was weird.
Yeah.
And it was like,
You felt that energy like change in the room as soon as you took the stage. And
yeah, and the thing was,
even though it was only 5 of us, like it was palpable.
yeah, there might have been 8 to 12. I don't know. There was a couple randos, but still, it was, you know, when you have a very small amount of people and a lot of empty chairs, that written material, rehearsed material, shit that's polished does not work.
It didn't work for me.
You have to like build a relationship with them. So I just
Yeah.
started talking to him, and I was like, well, there's not enough people to give a shit about this. How about we start with some of the shit that I just kind of bounced around in my head, you know? And I don't understand
No.
why things work and why they don't.
Oh, I feel that, man.
One day, I hope.
One day you'll be able to harness it on command.
Well, and you even hear about like Joe Rogan, Tony Hinchcliffe, and they're like they're like, yeah, for whatever reason, I bombed. But they usually have a reason. They're like, I was working on new shit. That being said, they're doing packed rooms no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's a different game.
Yeah.
Like, and I almost think that we could be developing bad habits with these small empty rooms where you're just like talking to people that wouldn't translate to a giant room.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do?
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, we we have no way of testing this until we go to different cities more often.
Yeah. I mean, I just heard some comics talking about developing bad habits at open mics because you're talking to comics. And it's like, doesn't really translate to the general public. Maybe Jim Gaffigan does. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm too entrenched to give a shit about his fucking cutesy stories.
So one of my biggest pet peeves, now that you mentioned bad habits, is name dropping other comics in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a cute little Easter egg for all of us. Like, that's super fun for all of us. But then the other side of my brain is like, yeah, but none of the other people really give a shit.
Right.
Because we don't really matter.
It's one thing if they went right before you.
Yeah.
And you can address that. But
yeah.
But yeah, I've done it. You know, I've gone on stage with no material basically, and I just talk shit about everybody's sets individually.
Yeah.
But that only really works if everybody has been there the whole time. Like those back patio shows at Starlight, bro, half my sets back there were just shitting on everybody else.
Yeah, dude.
And it worked.
God, I can't wait to get back there again.
Yeah.
It's going to be some good shit.
I hope so. I'm going to be in this fucking town for a long time because I'm doing life shit.
Not too long. For a second there, you just had like a full 5 o'clock shadow beard with your tone of voice. Just, I'm going to be in this town for a while.
Exactly. Try not to kill anybody. But yeah, whether they're bad habits or not, having a good set is what keeps you coming. It's what keeps you from... I say this a lot.
From going home and fucking killing yourself.
Dude,
and just driving off the cliff.
I've almost driven off the cliff.
Yeah.
Like, I've had such bad sets that on my way home, I'm like, there's a river way down there. Like, it'd probably end it. Like,
yeah, I've thought of running a cold bath.
It's crazy. And you need that little pick-me-up sometimes to not die.
Like... It starts to like get large scale when I probably bomb like 4 or 5 times in a row. And then I really start to be like, no, this is dangerous.
This is a month.
This is really bad. I think I should quit comedy because it's not good for my psyche.
Because you have a daughter.
And then right when I have that thought is usually before Mike and I fucking murder.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, okay.
Peaks and valleys, baby.
I can deal with another month of depression if I don't do good for a while again.
Yeah, it's peaks and valleys, and the shit in the middle does not count.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like, I did 50%, that doesn't count. That doesn't matter to you at all. I'd rather bomb than do ish.
Yep. It's either bomb or kill. The rest of it, you're right. It doesn't fucking matter to me.
That's how I feel about my last Dolores set.
It wasn't my best work, and so it doesn't fucking count.
Right.
You gotta have standards like that. Otherwise, you're gonna
get stuck in that ish.
Yeah, get stuck in that ish and
feel
just
like it's
write
good.
Okay joke.
That's the most dangerous. And I'm not gonna say any names, but we have comics that have that 50% set, and they come off and they're like, "I killed." It's like, whoa. Like, have you heard a kill? Because I was sitting in the back of the room, and I saw a lot of people not giving a shit. Like,
no.
Just like my Dolores set. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I didn't happen.
It was okay.
Yeah, I made $30. Didn't happen.
No. It was a good show. I had a lot of fun watching everybody.
Yeah.
I thought everybody did great.
For sure.
Except for me.
That's exactly how I feel. I liked your set. I liked Callie's set more than the crowd did, but
oh fuck yeah, dude!
Callie's brother's set was all full.
God, that shit was garbage.
Yeah, he really killed the momentum. It was right before an intermission, and everybody was still tainted by that.
Oh man, if you're listening to this, come to an open mic and get funnier because that was fucking horrendous.
Or just talk into the mic.
Or just talk into the mic.
That would help considerably.
Yeah.
If you're ever gonna do a mic, the worst thing that can possibly happen is the crowd can't hear you. That's the worst case scenario. You could be killing, you could be bombing, but if they can't hear you, you're bombing.
Yeah, if you're not getting past those first couple of tables, then
and it's annoying to everybody else. I wanted to stand up, but I was all the way in the back of the room and be like, talking to the fucking mic.
we had the same urge, man.
Yeah.
just clenching my fists, just like talk. Just
or get off stage.
Right
one
there,
or the other.
Right there.
Please. He killed at the funeral. His mom's funeral, he
Oh,
crushed.
I bet.
Yeah. Callie did too. But yeah, that was just god awful.
Man, I can't wait until I get to do a funeral.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You got to go for a laugh.
Yeah, gotta go for a laugh. Yeah.
Callie was telling all her dead mom jokes for the first time. It was magical, bro. It was pretty beautiful. And then she sang a song and everybody cried.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I gave her a beer and a joint, and I felt like I did my part.
Yeah.
That's why I was there, to pick up Callie a little bit. Get her away from the fam. Let's go get high. Slam a beer real quick.
Yeah, I wanted to go. It was my daughter's birthday that day.
Fair.
No.
Just take her to a funeral. Happy birthday. This is what's coming.
Happy birthday. This is Callie. Her mom just died.
Did we have the everybody dies conversation? Remember when your pet guinea pig just disappeared? Yeah. It's like that.
I love how I started that conversation with my daughter was actually like with her grandpa, because we were talking about the virus because she wanted to understand it more, and I was just like, well, your grandpa's at risk, and he could potentially die from this.
Right.
And she was like, "Grandpa's gonna die," and I was like, "Fuck."
No, sweetie, it's fine. You're gonna die.
Yeah, dude. I was like, "Don't do that." But as I was thinking it, I was saying it. I was like, "Too late."
That's how I operate. Just got a little too comfortable in the situation.
Well, I also just don't want to lie to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing else that I could have said.
What does she know about Santa yet? Or
No, I'm gonna let that.
that's fair.
I'm gonna let that lie live on until some asshole at school tells her.
I've heard comics say this, but you don't want your kid to be the first one to stop believing in Santa or the last one.
Yeah.
Because if they're the first one, they're the asshole kid that's telling everybody Santa doesn't exist. And then if they're the last one, they're the fucking dumb kid. Yeah.
Well, the last one's the dumb kid that also still kind of believes in Santa.
Yeah. For a while. They like start investigating and shit, like staying up.
Like, no, I know he's real.
Pretending they're asleep. Yeah. It all makes sense if they start doing that around
Watch me
7.
while I'm sleeping, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. If there's a Santa, what else do you have to do?
Yeah, that's how I explained like moving all the presents and shit out in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I went to her door because I heard her moving.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, "Go back to bed, sweetheart. I'm trying to catch Santa."
If I catch him, we're going to eat him.
I was like, if I catch him, I'll make sure he says hi.
I just love the visual of you like holding Santa by his arms. Like, say hi to my daughter.
Say hi to her, Daddy. He like cries. He's like, ah.
I'll fucking kill you, son of a bitch.
I'll fucking kill you. Say hi to her. Say hello.
And then Jadrien murdered Santa.
And then I became Santa Claus.
That's how it happens.
I actually have that movie idea of Jason told me it was in the show Happy of like Santa Claus, but like I was like a creepy murderer.
Mm-hmm.
In Happy, he's like a mall Santa. He's just like a weird dude. But I had the movie idea of like instead of like leaving Cole, he just hunts down the bad kids and the parents because it's both of their faults.
100%. Yeah.
And like just murders everybody in the household.
Isn't that kind of Krampus?
Yeah, but no, it's Santa.
Right. It's got to be Santa.
Yeah, it's got to be Santa. Like he's taking on both roles. Krampus is getting old. He had to retire.
Right.
Yeah.
Santa's doing double duty.
That is.
Dropping presents at some houses and murdering everybody at other houses.
Yeah, dude.
What weapon would he use?
Oh, man.
I like the idea of a hatchet, but they always get stuck. You know?
Yeah, no, it... Let's see.
Guns are too loud.
Guns are too loud.
What if you go straight John Wick with a silencer?
Oh! Home Alone. He uses fucking toys.
Okay.
He uses the gifts that they asked for or that they wanted in like their souls, and he uses it to murder them.
That's not bad. Because at first they're excited, like me, a new chainsaw.
Like, holy shit. Yeah, dude. Or you can make it some kind of allegory for like 7 deadly sins or some shit like that. No,
I like it. That'd be fun. I'd watch it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't believe in Santa, so it doesn't scare me.
No. Show that to your kids.
If you want them to act right,
Yeah,
Elf on the Shelf is baby shit compared to this Santa movie.
You want to change society?
Would you?
My Santa movie will do that.
Would you have like an evil Elf on the Shelf, or not even evil, but actually reports to Santa? Everybody goes to bed and he busts out his tiny iPhone and he's like, "Yeah, Santa,
Busts out his tiny iPhone.
It's like, this kid's awesome. I got to be honest. Like, selfless, helped her mom bake, whatever."
No.
And then some of them, he's just like, yeah, thumbs down, like a gladiator arena. Fuck these people.
He's actually looking at a picture of his grandmother and touching himself. So let's murder. let's kill this one.
That'll do it. Yeah. The world's probably better off without that person.
Yeah. Oh, fucking. So like, there's like a poor like bully kid who's just like kind of a piece of shit, and he doesn't have anywhere to go for Christmas. So he goes over to like a good kid's house. This is the second movie. This is.
And he gets everybody killed.
He gets everybody killed.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
And he has to like repent or like save himself, and like he saves like the mom and like one of the kids.
Talk about a reason to be a good parent, though. If you knew in your heart of hearts that Santa Claus murdered the family of shitty kids, you would try.
You would try real fucking hard.
Right. Do you think Sean Lubin had a nanny?
So third movie, Sean Lubin
grows his hair back
is
out.
fucking his nanny.
Ooh.
And he makes his dad watch, and that's how they get killed by Santa.
Just the monkey cheerleaders cheering on Santa.
I think he had a nanny.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounded like he had a nanny. I would argue
There was at least a cleaning lady.
Right. Either way, she spoke Spanish. I would argue that a lot of kids are probably better off with a nanny, because I believe that a lot of nannies are probably awesome fucking people.
No.
They come out bilingual.
Well, you know why? Is because they work as a nanny all day.
Yeah.
And then they go home to their 6 fucking kids.
They hate them too.
They fucking hate them.
Nobody's even fucking paying me for this.
They go to work, and so they're just chill with the kids.
And the shitty part is the nanny dies in the Christmas movie because her kids suck.
Yeah, because her kids suck. She was actually beating her kids, and she was only nice at work.
Right.
Oh fuck, man! Look at this.
You got to get it out sometime.
That's 3 movies.
Yeah,
that is 3 fucking
just
movies.
Banging them out. We're gonna
let's write these together.
We're gonna fund these movies not only with our Heathen Soap sponsorship, but also cryptocurrency, I think.
Yeah. We'll have a couple Dead Room posters in the background.
Yeah.
Have them gifting each other Heathen Soaps, and like family packs.
Product
and shit.
placement. I like it.
Yeah. See, sponsored by Heathen Soaps.
Eventually. Gotta figure out how to get somebody else to sponsor this. The whole thing is, if they listen, they probably don't want to be involved. Like, say I go to Ska today, or after this comes out, and I'm like, yeah, we're looking for sponsorship. You know what I mean? Just check out last week's episode. And they're like, Santa murdering children and their families? No, thank you.
This is a movie for the betterment of all of mankind.
Right. Better parents.
It's meant to change better kids, better parents. Yeah, dude.
I think Sean Lubin's family would have died.
Oh, yeah.
Doing meth at 15?
Sure.
Yeah. God.
No.
What do you do before that? I
don't know.
Meth isn't numero uno.
Is inherently doing meth make you a bad person?
No,
or
makes
is
your parents bad people. Kinda.
Because I never hurt anybody on meth. I just wanted to be awake for days and write songs on my guitar.
Right.
I've lost all of them, so none of it really matters. But
That's left, brother. Huh. No, I don't think doing meth inherently makes you a bad person. I think it's a symptom of a sadder existence. Like I said, I grew up later than you guys. Like I was exposed to weed when I was actually pretty young. Like I think I first smoked weed at like 12. But I didn't continue smoking weed, you know what I mean? And I always got caught because every single time, like my parents weren't home, so I was just like standing in the pantry, and then they came home and I was still standing in the pantry just staring, looking for something to eat. And they would like walk up to me because I was a stoned young person, and I wouldn't even notice because I was so entrenched, like, Funyuns or Fritos? Like, Funyuns. Fritos are salty. I do like salty. Yeah, and I got caught every time because of that. And then I moved out. Well, I started smoking weed like right before I graduated high school. Just kept smoking weed. Moved out because I wanted a place to smoke weed. My Jeep was a place to smoke weed, you know, until we got our house. Then our house just turned into a giant weed house. And then I started doing mushrooms and acid and blah, 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 blah. And shit got weird for a good year. I discovered conspiracy theories and mushrooms like 2 weeks apart.
It's that sudden freedom.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not saying that's great. A lot of people might not have survived.
You're one of the lucky ones, man. You're strong. You got something to say.
I don't know if I have anything to say, but yeah. I go to the gym a lot because I'm kind of strong.
Oh, man, you make me happy.
Yeah.
You're one of the reasons I stick around on this planet.
Nice.
Yeah.
I try to be a good person, but like you, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, unless they're like comics, then I don't know. I feel like I've heard most things, which is a flawed way to go through life. But like, if I go into town to do something, I want to be in and out. Like, busy.
Yeah, dude.
Got shit to do.
I don't want to spend any time looking around. I'm not trying to walk downtown. Who the fuck is walking downtown to like different shops? Like what?
Rich people.
Don't you have anything else to do today?
I walk into a Durango shop and I'm like, Jesus, that's expensive. And I walk my ass out. Unless I'm at Heathen Soaps, which is extremely reasonably priced.
Very affordable.
LGBTQ+.
There we go. Sponsored by Heathen Soaps.
Dude, I think we can make this reality. Sean Moe, reach out. Help me out, brother.
Yeah, dude, straight up.
Sean Moe is one of the only people I know consistently listens because he usually texts me as he's listening. Like the first time we said sponsored by
nice.
Heathen Soaps, he was like, no fucking way, that's awesome. I know those guys, they're great. Then 5 minutes later, he's like, oh, was that a joke? I was like, yeah, that's the joke.
Not anymore because they recently came to us with an offer about a sponsorship.
Yeah, you don't see our new flat screen TV?
Yay!
It's behind the camera. Yay.
You got to speak it into reality.
Yeah. I just don't have any more hope or dreams. Life is really beating it out of me, man. And every like big comic you hear, they're like, it's about consistency. You just got to do it. And I do. You know what I mean? And it still just isn't happening. I'm not saying it's not gonna. But either way, this is still a great way to spend time with my friends and make new friends. That's how I use the podcast to make friends, is I invite strangers that, you know, I make sure they're around long enough where they're kind of trustworthy. I don't know. But, like, my girlfriend lives here. I don't need anybody trying to rob me and she's the only one home.
Yeah.
Something like that. Trying to steal my new shotgun. My girlfriend knows how to use the shotgun, so good luck.
Okay.
There's 2 of them. 2 shotguns, they're both loaded.
She'll use them both. Come out of there, just boom, motherfucker.
House is gonna be gone. Yeah, the first shot out of my new shotgun, I had to put it together, which is the first time I've done that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I put it together, I learned, and then the first shot, boom! It was beautiful. It was like confetti celebration of the new gun, and then I missed the next 10 shots.
Nice.
Which kind of bummed me out. Like, I stopped believing in myself. I started thinking maybe the gun's faulty. When I handed it
put it together wrong?
Right.
Yeah.
And then I handed it to my redneck brother-in-law. Bam! 5 out of 5. Fucking.
You're like, oh, okay, cool. I just saw.
Yeah, I'm terrible at this because I do it twice a year. Still fun.
And dude, I love shooting guns. I don't think I should own a gun though.
Really?
I really don't think I should
Some
own a gun.
rough days.
I have some real rough days.
I have rough days, but I don't know, being raised with guns has set this responsibility
No.
into me where, like, that thought has never been like I've thought about driving off the cliff many times. I've never thought about grabbing the gun that's under the seat and handing it. You know what I mean? Like, not once. I think I need a different weapon in my car.
You know what? I really don't think I could do it. I think if I had it up there, if it ever because it would cross my mind for like a second if I had it.
Right.
Then I'd be like, that's a lot of mess.
Rude. Number one.
Fucking rude.
Yeah. Somebody's got to clean that shit up. Have some fucking decency. Slit your wrists in a bathtub like a responsible individual. Something you can just pour some
drive
bleach
off
on.
a cliff. Yeah.
But even then,
Whatever body parts they don't find will work as fertilizer.
right?
It'll be fine.
But even then, somebody's got to get a crane to get the truck out of the river.
It's true.
It's an
Kinda rude.
environmental disaster because the
Kinda
truck
rude.
leaks and it's gonna leak more after
Yeah.
that. It's fucking rude.
I guess so. Yeah, if you're gonna kill yourself, just hang yourself or slit your wrist
Ooh.
in a bathtub.
Hanging's probably the most decent.
Also, if you're hanging yourself, you might as well try to rub one out and see what all the
They all do, and you know it.
yeah, dude, and just see what all the hubbub is about. Who knows? You might want to live after that.
Ooh. But it's too late.
Oh no.
That's gonna be in the Santa Claus movie.
Yeah, that's how the bully's mom dies. Because we're gonna switch around those gender roles.
Right.
She's gonna be masturbating with a huge dildo while she's hanging herself.
Not only are women behind on mass shootings, but
Yeah, why aren't there?
they're
why-
not hanging themselves and masturbating.
Yeah, why aren't there any stories about that? It's always some dude with his dick out. It's always some dude celebrity with his dick out. No women are masturbating and hanging themselves.
I think it's also less predictable that they're gonna come. You know what I mean? I've been with my girl for 2 years.
They start while they're hanging, and they're like, you know what? I'm just not feeling.
Yeah. I'm not in the mood for this anymore.
Take the noose off, sadly.
But they leave it, so they have to explain it to their kids. Like, you never know. Just gonna leave it there. It was a lot of work to
man.
get it there.
What are we calling this movie? Is Bad Santa?
Well, that's already been done. Murder clause?
Murder clause.
I feel like that's in some legal contracts as well. The murder clause?
The murder clause.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Definitely Squid Games.
Yeah.
Did you watch Squid Games? Seemed like you
I
would.
did watch Squid
Yeah.
Games. You know what? I think that's probably the best one.
Murder clause.
Murder clause.
I mean, there's time to think.
yeah.
There's time to rename. If I was ever part of writing a movie, they would definitely change everything I wrote anyway. That's how I feel about myself.
Oh, Brian, no.
I don't have a lot of belief in myself,
Yeah, you gotta believe in yourself more, man.
but not too much. I feel like it's a dangerous balancing act.
No, fuck it. Be super cocky.
Yeah, just be
Yeah.
the fucking guy that gets a 50%.
Yeah.
Just like murdered.
Fucking killed it.
Yeah, that's where Ian Russo comes from. We don't need more of those in the world.
No, I'm saying be that confident and then come home and just do what the old Catholics used to do and just whip yourself for a while.
Ooh, pay for your sins.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I do at the gym. That's how I think about it. I literally go to the gym and I'm
you're
like, time
already
to pay
doing
for my sins.
You're already doing
Yeah, but that has so many benefits.
it.
I did read a book. It was about when the Spaniards came to Mexico, basically, North America, and were just murdering people. And the guy that murdered the most people, he was that guy that went back and fucking whipped himself. How did he not die of infection?
I don't know, man. They're white people were built tougher back then.
They're Spanish.
I think everybody was built whatever.
Yeah.
Are they white-ish?
I think they're Spanish.
No, they're Spanish. But are they light complected?
Some of them. I think that's where the light complected Mexicans came from.
Oh, okay.
Who's the boxer? You follow boxing at all? Canelo Alvarez.
Oh, yeah.
White, red-headed Mexican.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because didn't most of the Mexicans
Just curious about genetics.
I get curious about genetics. And the reason most of the people that aren't here anymore died was disease and infection, which... Oh, but Spain was a more populated area, so they had a better immune system. That's what I'm going to go with.
Really just speculating.
Yeah. I would say it's...
There's a new conspiracy out saying that Rome isn't real.
Huh.
Yeah.
Talk about people that have too much fucking time on their lives.
That the entire, like, all of the ruins, they're just an act of, like, mass vandalism.
For what purpose? There's a Colosseum.
I don't know, man.
Somebody's like, let's just fuck with these people, build a giant Colosseum. It seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of effort to put in for
a goof.
We're just like, haha, gotcha.
Bro, I changed history.
The biggest prank ever.
Oh, the Bible. Oh, no. It's an entertaining tale of sorts.
No.
It was interesting to see how much religion can really affect somebody's life. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I never really thought about it that way. Like, my dad married into Mormons. They're pretty chill. Like, they don't drink coffee on Christmas morning, which is slightly annoying when all the children run around with Coca-Cola. And we can't drink beer around Grandma, which is also annoying because I'm 31 and I hate myself.
If I'm going to be around Grandma.
Yeah. And most of them have a shitload of kids. And then they all turn into the same shape, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of like a pear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's that lifestyle. It's that homely lifestyle.
Well, yeah, when you're just drinking Coca-Cola and fucking, I guess.
Knitting and shit.
Yeah. Well, how else are you going to clothe all these kids? You know what I mean? That'll make you crafty.
It's Goodwill and Mama's sweaters.
Yeah. Crafty out of necessity. I don't know. Religion's weird. Still nervous for this 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I hate my life. Hate
No, I
myself. Hate my jokes.
You wanna? I have no idea how to help.
Yeah.
I took mushrooms before my 30.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I did acid recently, and I don't know how people do it all the time. I felt useless, bro. Useless. And I had some friends. They left, and the tile turned into a wave that was moving towards me. And the only thing that helped make sense of life was Rick and Morty. Because, dude, all of a sudden, things got clear. Like, I was looking at a wall, shit's not clear. Look at Rick and Morty, everything's fine. You know? And I was watching some dark shit. Have you seen the Purge episode?
Oh, yeah.
Like, but didn't give me any issues whatsoever. Whereas just silence really was fucking with me.
No, silence is an interesting place to be on psychedelics.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm walking home or to the mic when I'm high on psychedelics, I purposely don't listen to anything. But also, I'm walking. So, like, it's not just being in a room and just being like, oh.
Well, and silence doesn't really exist in nature. Like, if
Yeah.
you're in the woods, it's not silent. Like, maybe
I'm hearing, like, traffic and, like,
right.
just, like, the life of the city.
City. Yeah.
City.
Yeah, that's adorable. They put city of Durango.
The township of Durango.
A township is defined by something that has a post office.
Oh.
So, Waterflow, where I'm from, technically a township.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all there is. There used to be a furniture
Just
store.
a post office?
Uh-huh. And houses. That's all. I think there's a place where you can get your hair cut.
Oh, nice.
There's
Just some dude out of his garage.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a small little building on the side of the highway. There's a car wash, a dump.
Oh.
You know, but no like
You know-
means of income.
You know, that just reminded me. Some of my favorite like hairdressers that I've had, like people who've cut my hair, have been on meth.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Some of my favorite cuts have been from people who are just like twacked out of their mind because they're being so intricate, dude.
Right.
Like just the tiniest movements of the blades.
Huh.
It'll take fucking 6 hours.
Not worth it. Shave my fucking head.
But it is a fresh cut.
Right. Beauty is pain. That's what I hear.
Yeah, dude. Only costs like $15. They get me high the entire time.
Oh,
Good
see?
times.
Now you're swaying me.
Yeah, dude.
You're having crazy conversations.
Yeah. They had like, it was just in like the opening hallway, and he just had like this tiny like black and white TV with like the rabbit ears.
Was this in jail?
It was a jail TV.
Sounds like jail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he had in the corner. I was like, huh. That's
The jail upgraded and they were just
interesting.
giving them away for free. Wonder if that's a thing at police auctions. They sell the shit that prisons get rid of. Jails.
I don't think so because they usually go through private companies.
That's the problem.
So you could probably get them off of the private company for cheap. But then you're buying bulk and that's like 300.
Yeah, who needs 300 black and white TVs?
Yeah.
Nobody. Slumlords need 300 black and white TVs.
It's for those hotels where you're just like, oh, nobody rents here. Everybody lives here.
It's crazy there are those hotels, and they're paying so much money. They just can't put together double,
Nope.
and then they could just have a month at a house for
Yeah.
2 weeks in a hotel room. Like, working at Steamworks, I ran into a lot of that, and it's just like,
Really?
dude, you gotta get your shit together, you know? Like, and then one of them is now homeless because he was paying $400 a week to live in a fucking room.
Oh, dude. Just crash on like people's couches for like a month.
Yeah. do
Just save your
something.
cash. Like
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, you can live anywhere.
Yeah.
And then somebody offered to sell him a car for $300, and I was like, fuck the hotel room, buy that car, stay in it for 2 weeks, get a house.
Yeah.
Bam. Life changed.
Yeah.
But he loved playing Xbox, so he stayed in that hotel room and played Xbox until he ran out of money and didn't buy the car. So
Damn.
now he doesn't have a car or a home or a place to play Xbox, which is a
Nah.
bummer.
Now you're fucked.
And he stinks,
You're fucked.
from what I hear.
Hmm.
Yeah. No reason to say names.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like smells?
that's what I heard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got to take care of yourself, man.
Yeah, but he didn't have a home. And the rec center is a long fucking walk from Steamworks every day.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. Be smart with
Okay.
your money, kids. Just because it's here
Yeah,
now doesn't mean
yeah.
it's going to be there later.
You gotta be careful.
Coming from a guy that is kind of broke right now, but still has a place to live.
Yeah.
Because my house has a lot of problems, but the rent price is not one of them. It is perfect. That's why I still live here. That's why I maintain the motherfucker.
No.
Never bother the landlord about anything. I just fix it, take him a receipt, take it off the rent, bam.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But I know that's kind of a tough living situation. Or, you know, not a lot of people could have hung.
No, I remember being homeless.
And look at you now.
Being like, can I shower at your house,
Yeah.
please? I smell.
How did that work out?
Not a lot of people were into it.
Yeah.
I was still kind of fresh into comedy. I was still telling really bad jokes.
Right.
I was pretty drunk 90% of the time.
Mm.
So not a lot of people were like, yeah, dude, come on over.
If you had to guess, how much money do you think you were spending on alcohol? A
Um,
month.
Probably about 600.
That's rent, baby.
Yeah. Probably about between 600 and 1,000, depending on how bad it was.
Right. or depending on how much you're drinking out.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I've gone through some real tight financial times where I was like worried about that homeless situation.
Mhm.
You know, I could always go home. My parents would let me stay there or whatever, but I don't want to. And like, I've been worried about it, and that's why I started drinking Bud Light. Like, I crunched the numbers.
Yeah.
Like,
It is the most economical beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I never find myself in that situation where I'm so drunk I'm making an ass out of myself or making somebody uncomfortable, or because if I drink a 6-pack of craft beer, I'm fucking tuned up. Like, it's different.
Bud Light, you're still just like, I'll watch another episode of The Craft.
Yeah. I'm not going to yell at my girlfriend or
Yeah,
something stupid. That's the other thing. I don't just have to worry about being a good person in public.
Yeah.
I cannot be a dick to my girlfriend because she's a great person and takes care of me a lot. But sometimes I'm in a bad mood, and sometimes people have annoying habits that you're not as patient as you could be with, and then you snap, and then you got to apologize for the rest of the night and all that, and that sucks. Whereas if I just didn't say that one thing, it would have been a pleasant evening. But I did say that one thing, and now she's looking into it in her mind, and, oh, did your ex do that? And just blah, 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 blah. Night killer.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's part of the fun, though.
Sure. It's different when they live here.
Yeah.
when they can't just go home. Like, it's different when you're like, yeah, don't call me for a couple days. And you just don't see them. But when you still have to interact, like share a bathroom, share a bed, like
you're passing each other in the hallway, just like, excuse me, sorry.
Yeah. Ending our day next to each other. She's never made me sleep not in the bed. She hasn't been that pissed at me, which is nice. It's coming.
Because she still wants you around.
It's coming. Yeah. Give it 5 years.
That's good, man.
I guess. It's fine. I don't know. I'm trying to be less of an asshole.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to snap at some people.
Yeah, it just anybody but her would be great. You know what I mean? But it's just odds. Like
she's around the most
exactly
the most amount of time.
Yeah, statistically, chances are that's where it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's like if you drive for a living, you are the most likely to get in a car accident because you spend this percentage of your day in a fucking car. And as somebody that totaled a work truck once, I can attest to that. And that was kind of how I was justifying it in my mind because I wasn't drunk. Like, I just was a little nonchalant. And a deer ran out on the road. They freaked out, slammed on their brakes, and I was right behind them.
Yeah.
Just complacent.
Complacent, yeah. That's why I don't even really like to drive high.
That's fair.
Because I got a kid. My car's a piece of shit anyways. Like, it shakes every time I brake.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Dude.
So
your rotor's a toast.
Yeah, definitely.
And you could fix it, but you're just choosing to drive it into the ground? That's a conscious decision.
No, I would if I worked more. If I just got another job, I'd probably be able to fix it.
Right.
But I'm not going to do that because I have other things that are more important to me. Like I can get everywhere I need to go.
Right. I can show you how to fix it. I will help you do this.
Really, all I need to spend is like $100 on parts.
Maybe $150.
$150?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably get you some rotors. It's a small car. Everything I'm used to buying is for a big truck, so everything's more expensive. But yeah, probably like under $200. You could.
Yeah.
And a couple hours.
The funny thing is that I've had multiple people. I've had like 4 or 5 people that I know now that are just like, I can fix that for you.
Yeah.
Just buy the part. I'll fix it for you. I'm like, yeah.
Hey man, you can lead a horse to water.
I know.
Can't make it spend $200.
I know. There's just so much wrong with it. But honestly, I'm afraid to get it like looked at like thoroughly.
Yeah.
and just find out how much shit is wrong with it.
Well, you don't have to get it looked at thoroughly. Just fix the fucking brakes.
Just fix the brakes.
The most important thing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess going is important, but stopping, close number 2. Like,
especially in the winter, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, I almost slid into an old lady yesterday at Walmart.
In her car?
No.
Oh. Just an old lady.
Just an old lady.
Well, people are a little too goddamn complacent walking around parking lots these days as well.
Just came out from like
Yeah.
from like the car and just like straight into the middle.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
I am the worst version of myself in the Walmart parking lot. Dude, I am a real piece of shit. And if anybody just turned their head, it could be a physical altercation based on my face and like how angry I am. I'm so angry. Like, I'm talking mad shit.
Oh yeah, just fucking yelling at people through the window, just hitting the steering wheel.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I need a different vehicle or a different weapon in my vehicle other than the gun. There is a gun because I worked in the middle of the woods and sometimes at night. And there's fucking critters that can murder you in the woods. Facts. But if I start an altercation, you know, if somebody looks over, whether they were in the wrong or the right, but I'm the reason that this pops off, I cannot pull a gun out of my car. You understand? Like,
first step, gun.
Yeah. And if it just happens to be a big motherfucker, like, it'd be nice to have like one of those small Louisville sluggers or something, you know?
Oh yeah.
A large wrench. Like,
Yeah.
anything that's not a gun, because I can't pull out a gun. You can pull out a gun if somebody's trying to break into your vehicle.
No.
That makes sense to me.
Someone's trying to hijack you. Just, yeah. I'll blow out my own window.
To murder you.
You ain't taking my fucking car. It's a piece of shit, but it's mine.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. And growing up with guns, it's such an extreme thing to do, to pull a gun on somebody. Like, I would have to be worried about my life. Like,
Yeah.
to do that. I don't know. I feel like that's a good thing to feel like.
I almost pulled a knife on my cousin because I didn't realize I didn't realize the full weight of like what that means to like pull a knife on someone.
Did you say you almost or you once?
I did.
Nice.
I was like 8 years old. It was like a rusty ass like knife that we had found.
Yeah, would have died.
Just like in the woods, like
Basically
on the wrist.
Yeah. Basically a shiv stuffed in shit before they stab you.
A knife that was probably already used to stab somebody.
Right. That's why it was in the woods.
Yeah, dude. But it wasn't until like a few years later when I was just like, oh, yeah, I threatened to murder him. That's what that meant.
Yeah. And you pulled it out with like sincerity to defend yourself?
No, I was like, I'm going to hurt you. Don't come closer to me.
I get that, kinda.
No.
I have a nephew that gets picked on relentlessly. He's so much smaller than everybody else around him, and he just gets fucked with. And I taught him how to choke people out, like legit rear naked choke.
He just chokes
He
people
choked
out?
his older brother out, which was awesome.
Fuck yeah,
He's got at least 50 pounds on him. He choked this fool out.
hell yeah.
Yeah. That was a proud uncle moment when I heard
Yeah,
about
dude.
that. It's just like, well, at least you know how to defend yourself now. That's what jiu-jitsu was made for.
Mm-hmm. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I was kind of a wily uncle there for a while. Well, everybody wants to fucking...
You're like, fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Everybody wants to play fight, but if you come with any knowledge, you're the asshole. Like, well, don't fuck with me.
Yeah. So the other day, my nephew messaged me because he found my TikTok.
Tight.
I have like one video on there, and it's just of me crying.
Nice. So he messaged you to make sure you're okay.
Basically.
Yeah.
He was like, I see that you have like 200 and something followers. I was like, wow, that's amazing off of one video. That's great. He's like, I have 2,000 and something. And then I got fucking furious. I was like, son of a bitch.
Right.
My nephew has more followers than me. This is bullshit.
Apparently, you have to participate.
Yeah, you gotta make more than one video. Just you crying into the void. But I was going through his shit. And there was this one post. It's just a note that says, "Will you go out with me?" And he says, "What do I do? I'm scared." As the caption.
Oh, he received the note.
He received the note.
Aww.
Also, just in the worst fucking handwriting I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so
Say no.
So it's either a dude or the girl is super fucking stupid.
Sometimes that's what you have to deal with.
Yeah, dude. Those are your options.
Yeah.
I wish you would. I wish you would talk to me about about that stuff instead.
Other than, are you okay?
No.
Instead of posting it?
Well, no. Please post it. Fucking whatever. I don't. You'll look back at it. You'll cringe.
Privacy is dead.
Yeah, privacy's dead. Whatever. Join the movement. You'll be good.
Get a TikTok following now. Maybe it'll help you pay rent one day.
But no, just because I don't want to talk about video games or like Minecraft or
shit that doesn't
Fortnite.
matter.
And I'm just like, yeah. If I want to talk video games, I'll talk about ones that I actually care about. But I don't talk about video games at all because they don't really matter. I want to hear about my nephew's love life.
Yeah. Talking about video games is like talking about jerking off. Like,
no.
Nobody other than you gives a shit.
Yeah.
Which I learned on stage. Yeah.
Gonna be a hot 30.
Hot 30, ladies and gentlemen. The dirty 30 that failed. I hope not.
Do any of your younger relatives, are you super close with them? Do any of them come to you for relationship advice?
So my niece, I'm glad doesn't come to me. She's 18 now. I would prefer not know, honestly.
No.
And then one of my nephews, he's super into cowboy shit, and he has a mullet, dude. He has a mullet.
So he's not getting
In
laid.
high school. Yeah. I don't think there's any female interaction really. And he's kind of an awkward kid.
I don't know, man. Where's he growing up at?
Waterflow. No, he's made himself a pariah just based solely on his haircut.
Yeah.
and he's kind of awkward. You know, when you're that age where he grew up around a lot of older dudes and he's been told to shut the fuck up a lot because he says dumb shit because he's young. But he tries to jump in on conversations, and this is past. This is the past.
Mm-hmm.
But with dumb shit. You know what I mean? Where even me, as much as I try to be an understanding uncle that doesn't spend enough time with him to really be annoyed, I've been like, hey, shut the fuck up.
What did you just say?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
Yeah. Don't act like you know shit, all right? How about you Google shit before you say it next time, all right? Before you say something as a fact. Go ahead and look it up. But yeah, I think he's been slightly, I don't want to say stunted, but he just never had a thing either. And then my sisters both got married to super redneck dudes who were best friends. Coolest dudes ever. I love them. And then they started spending more time with him, and they showed him the rodeo life because that's what they grew up in. That's what taught him responsibility. That's what gave him something to fucking live for. You know what I mean? Everybody needs something to care about, which I was missing for a long time. Yeah. But now that he's finding his groove, he's got a couple horses. All it'll take is him to go to a couple rodeos, do good. Females see that. They want to talk to him. That's all it's going to take. Yeah. But before now, he hasn't really had that. And just going up to a girl in school and talking to her wasn't going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, my move is always humor. Weird. I was always bad at making the first move, though.
Don't say yes, I'll kill myself.
I never went that far, even if that's how I felt at the moment.
That's how some of the reaches feel every once in a while. Sometimes I'll make my move on the wrong day. where I'm not feeling like super confident. And that's how I feel like it comes off sometimes. It's just like, hey, help me say yes. I might kill myself.
Standing on the edge of a bridge here. Could really use some affirmation.
I could really use a win.
Please.
Your number would be great. You don't even have to text back. I just
The wrong number.
you can give me the wrong number.
You put a smile on my face. I think we've all been there.
Oh man.
Yeah, but there's that other side of your head that's like, well, you never seize an opportunity. What do you expect to
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
happen?
Straight up.
So
Straight
you go there purely on dedication to do this, but it's like obviously the wrong time.
There's so many times that I leave the house and I'm just like, all right, I am going to say something nice to someone I'm attracted to tonight.
Bold.
Yeah, dude. It was like just unwarranted. I'm gonna say something nice.
Hey, nice ass.
Those are great tits. They real?
They look great tonight. Tits look different. Did you do something?
Who are you?
Padded bra?
Oh, I'm here every Tuesday.
Yeah, usually I'm just in the corner by myself, but today I chose to come compliment you in the most awkward way possible.
This guy talked to me last night, and he just had this vibe that was just like, if I wasn't nice to him, he was going to go home and kill himself.
Right, that's where comedians are born. It's like, so I saved a life. I didn't text him back, so I'm not sure he's alive.
He put a smiley face after good morning.
Every day with no response.
Every day.
It's been 3 months.
And a good night.
Yeah.
Good morning and a good night with no response.
I changed my fucking number.
Oh man.
I've had to block people on Instagram now for harassing me. It's fucking freaks out here, man.
What kind of harassment are you getting?
Adam's apple shit.
Oh yeah?
Constantly.
They're trying to ride your Adam's apple?
I don't know what they're trying to do. I'm not sure what the fetish, where it
It's
starts or what they want from it, but people will not stop bugging me. And it's all gravy, you know, as long as you're not threatening or whatever. Usually it's about the time you tag my girlfriend. That's when you get blocked. You know, once you bring my girlfriend into it, it's fucking done. Like,
what are they trying to do? Something like Adam's apple 3-way shit?
they want pictures, they want videos mostly. Over and over, there's a theme. But yeah, it's usually when they just get so relentless. I had this one gay dude that I was cool with. Like, I was just nice to him. Apparently he thought I was leading him on or whatever. But I was just nice to him. He worked at the coffee shop I go to. I was just a nice person. I tipped him, told him about the podcast. He started listening. If he listened for any length of time, he gets I'm not gay. Like, I make a lot of gay jokes. I get that. But, like, and then I was like, sorry, bro, I'm not gay. Like, and I'm in a relationship, like, because he was super, I think he was drunk, super forward one day, and was coming in hot, like, blowing my shit up, dude. And not just private messages, like, starts, like, reaching out on posts and, like, making it public and stuff. And I was just like, sorry, bro, I'm not gay. Like, and I wasn't a dick about it. I wasn't like, fuck you, fat. Like, never, ever, ever.
You were just
so
like,
nice to this.
I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm in a relationship as well. Like, just sorry. Life doesn't always work out how you want it to.
It's very flattering.
And then for days, fuck you, you fucking piece of shit, pig, fucking cis, fucking cunt, like, leading me on and all this shit, which I was just a decent person. It's not like I blew him a fucking kiss.
That's some real beta male shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like, if you see me in public, don't even fucking look my way and all this shit. Like, we were cool for years, and I think he just had a mental breakdown one
that
day.
sucks, dude.
Yeah. He worked at my coffee shop.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I do a podcast. You should check it out. And then we were fine. And I'd see him and he'd be like, hey, listen to the pod, great episode or whatever. And then one day just had a breakdown and, like, came in
like,
you're
a piece of shit.
Yeah. And the second I was like, sorry, dude, and just, like, messages like, let me suck your dick. You've never had your dick sucked, but over for a long time, dude. And then finally I had to block him on everything. It's just like,
have you seen him around again?
nah.
No? Still work at that coffee shop?
I don't know. I don't go.
You don't go to that coffee shop anymore?
I don't. Well, that's not why. I just realized that spending $3 a day on coffee is financially irresponsible when you don't have a lot of money. Like,
Fair.
yeah, I just started making coffee at home. $8 for weeks.
You could be making more money selling those pics and vids.
Yeah, I feel like it's a slippery slope, man, that I'm a little nervous to get involved in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
How long till I'm sending dick pics? That's what, for an extra, like, there's a number, that you could offer me when I'm on hard times. Yeah. Like,
I'll send you a picture of my dick.
I just started OnlyFans. Yeah.
I don't know, man. You don't know how popular you could be. You could be in all forms of media.
I don't want to. I want to make it on my merit alone. That's half the reason I haven't started a TikTok.
Oh, it's a type of merit.
I have a big dick, but I got a dick on me.
I can put one in her.
Yeah. I feel like if I was going to do an OnlyFans, it would be me and my girl, her feet, my Adam's apple. Just different ways. Like, I feel like we could hit 2 markets right there.
No, I think that I think you guys would make a bunch of fucking cash.
But again, a slippery slope. Yeah. I don't really want to date somebody who's got, like, naked pictures on the internet. You know what I mean? Who people that see me at open mics are like, I recognize her. Yeah, I don't need that.
If it's just the feet,
that's fine.
Even worse, they recognize her. She's wearing like open-toed sandals.
You want to
like,
jerk off to her feet?
I know those feet.
Jerked off to those this morning. See, the whole thing is a slippery slope.
I understand.
And then I'm not.
I could imagine that being like super weird.
And then I'm not thinking about killing myself. I'm gonna murder somebody at a bar
and
then go to jail for an extra $1,000 a month. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
No. So I don't sell drugs anymore. Not worth it.
I'm glad you know yourself, man.
Yeah, I try. Am I missing out on opportunities? Yes. But it is what it is.
But you're not going to prison.
Not yet.
One day we'll both get there.
If we keep down this path, it's possible. It's just a matter of time before one of us has a manic episode.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm waiting for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Maybe it'll happen tonight.
Maybe.
So one of us.
Hope it's me. Start playfully talking shit about Drew. Then it's like, I thought we were friends, motherfucker. You haven't texted me in 2 months. Like, I have to hit you up to see if you're alive, you piece of shit.
And then you open for me? I didn't even know you were opening until yesterday.
Yeah. And then I snap, murder Carlos with a metal Bud Light can. Be brutal. Do you think evil Santa Claus has to drink to deal with everything he has to do?
Milk. That's why he needs the milk and the cookies.
Right. So he doesn't murder everybody?
No, so he has energy to murder everybody. That's a lot of calories, man.
It's true.
Murdering people takes a lot.
It's harder than you'd think.
Yeah.
I have a very small girlfriend. She's not easy to hold down. I could do it, but it's not easy.
You gotta stab someone like 60 times before they'll die.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
If you got shitty aim. Yeah. I've been to jail. Don't worry about it. Didn't see anybody die, but I was scared the whole time.
Yeah.
Until I made friends with the white supremacists, then I was like, things are probably gonna be okay.
Yeah. I got real comfortable in jail. Like right after the crying.
Yeah.
Got the crying out of the way. First day. But by the end of it, everything's looking up.
Yeah. Start playing handball.
Yeah.
Things of that nature.
Watching the news together.
Right.
Talking shit.
Yeah. I was always surprised at how popular pro wrestling was when it came on.
Oh, fuck yeah,
It's
dude.
everybody's attention.
Yeah.
And I was already into UFC, so I was like, fuck that.
You might get to see some tits if you're watching wrestling.
Ah, there's alternate motives.
Alternative motives.
It's half the reason I watched scary movies as a kid. There's going to be tits.
What's tits? Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Freddy or Jason are in the movie, or Mike Myers, there's going to be tits.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we did it, kids.
That's why we did it.
That's why I had nightmares. Now, you can just Google tits. Literally. Just tits.
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous of my nephews.
Yeah, they just have tits.
Yeah.
They're in their hands all the time.
I had to dumpster dive.
How are they not? How are they not at the dinner table just like tits?
I'm sure there's a lot that are.
Insane.
Just desensitized, horny little bastards.
Yeah, they got murdered by murder Claus.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Murder Claus. Oh, this is our New Year episode.
Happy New Year's.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Heathen Soaps.
Exactly.
All right. So you did great tonight.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I put it all out there. I
That was
put
a
my
good
balls
time.
on the line.
Yeah, I put 110%.
Yeah.
Saw it.
Did cardio. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Saw the spirit enter your body and then left your
Immediately
body.
leave. Yeah.
And then it came back halfway through.
Right.
And then you just murdered from then.
I will take that. If I can promise one thing about this set, I'm not going to have a rough 3 and bail. I promise you that. I will sit in awkwardness for 30 motherfucking minutes until my phone says 30 minutes of recording was completed, and then I'll get off stage.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, people are free to leave, and maybe it'll give me something funny to talk about.
Are you doing video?
I should.
You should definitely do some video tonight.
Agreed. Yeah. If I'm going to go through my whole goddamn catalog, I might as well have some clips if I want them.
Start sending shit to Fort Collins and Denver. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm sending my...
Next month.
Yeah, I'm probably going to send my festival set. It went really good. It's on a theater stage, looks good, sounds good.
I didn't have a goddamn crowd,
Yeah.
so I'm probably not going to use mine.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I got a good video, finally.
Yeah. I hear the videos from our show were still okay,
Yeah.
but what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Hey, man, it doesn't mean somebody watching it's not going to laugh.
No.
But you do want to put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
I have a feeling not a lot of people are going to be out tonight. That's what I have a feeling of. I think they're broke.
I don't know,
I
man.
think they're tired.
I think they're tired of being at home.
I hope so.
I'm tired of being at home.
Good.
I think they're going to want to come out.
That's
see
the
some
best
comedy.
your boy can hope for, is that people are sick of being at home.
Some people still got their families in town,
Oh.
and they're going to be like, fuck, let's
That'd be perfect.
get out of here.
My buddy Brian's doing comedy. I got to go. I told him I'd go.
Yeah, sorry. I can't. Perfect excuse. But you know because you were there and you saw Brian kill.
Yeah, you were. Alrighty. You got any closing statements?
Follow me on everything.
Long Jadrien.
Long Jadrien on Instagram, Jadrien Long on Facebook and TikTok. If any of y'all start commenting on my crying video, I might put up some different content. And also follow me on I guess fucking Twitter
Okay.
at Chef JCat. I don't know.
Chef J-Cat.
I might start using that more. Who
Nice.
fucking knows?
All right. Well, links are in the description. Our link is a link tree. If you go to that, you can find everything about Greenlight Weekend. What else?
Make sure to come to my 30 minutes, January 31st.
Yeah, Jay will be there. You'll be here next week, yeah.
No.
Alrighty. Love you guys. Shout out to Sean Moe. Shout out to Dead Room Comedy. And shout out to Ethan Esparza and the Chalva people for the free music I've been using for 4 fucking years.
Hell yeah. And Heathen Soaps.
And Heathen Soaps. Thank
Yeah,
you
get
so
to
much.
us. Get to us, Heathen Soaps.
All right, fuckers. See you next week. Happy New Year.
Everything with cream cheese, orange juice, break fast. I'm out the door to get the dough, speaking to the masses. Hit the road to do a show, microphone madness. Trip easy, cheap sunglasses, straight passion. My third eye active, watching backpacks lead the show, beeping that shit. Vocally, hearing me, locally, lyrically. Know what I'm supposed to be, and I don't got no fear of me. I'm coming for your brain, homie, coming at you spiritually. Stepped into the game, and I knew that flow was slippery, but check my flow though. Turn a whack news to history. Let them do their thing, instead I put them out their misery and simply put, just got disconnected. Like my boy Big Money, man, this can't be neglected. Grab the mic and check it, coming up in your direction. Gift that I've been blessed with, this hustle is respected and reckless. Poetic mind on the set list, got the groove to match. Everybody step with it, still haven't fulfilled the whole vision yet. Life right now still so picturesque. I'm knocking every stage until I get a bigger check. Even though I hate money, ready for a bigger step. For the trigger next, somebody coming at your neck. I could've died today, that's why I'm smoking cigarettes and got precision set of skills and imagination, creations, innovating with motivation. I'm chasing my goals, giants that I be racing. I'ma stride through the finish like a 6'5" Jamaican, beating my chest like yeah, what my name is, ink on my chest. What my homie spray painting, summer day smoke skate, PlayStation. He looking down on me and I can't stay patient. I ain't just trying to say shit, sit back and face this. Real type, I've been smoking instrumental playlists, chill in the cut. Now these small places, I ain't getting love now, man. Fuck being famous, yeah, they tell me it's really hard to make it. They don't understand I love being underestimated. Second guess it and I'll take it that you're undereducated. Anyway, this got me thinking about them old records playing. Why? It's filled with soul and it fills my mind. Tail feather shaking while the rhythm takes flight. What I'm doing wrong, I ain't gonna fake right. I don't get no sleep because the music takes night. Nocturnal life with my basement lights. Just roll some nice, keep my drink on ice. If you don't get it once and you don't hear it twice, moving on this beat right here is out of sight. I'ma stay away.